it collapsed.
We heard the military guy, where are you people? And we said, we are here. So they came up and they told us that, you see, this time is between life and death.
In a matter of minutes, over 150 lives were gone. It was one of the deadliest disasters in Ghana's modern history.
A lot of people have lost their lives. I'm at a loss of words to express how I feel.
Investigations later revealed that this was a preventable tragedy. Poor drainage, choked gutters, unregulated construction on waterways, and a lack of disaster preparedness all played a role. What should have been heavy rain became a national tragedy because the system simply failed.
There are those who will wish to apportion blame, and quite truthfully, there's plenty of blame to go around. But when we list one by one the various mistakes and failings that contributed to this catastrophe, I hope it is not for the purpose of pointing fingers, but rather of making certain that something of this nature never again happens to our dear country.
Proper that once you know that you're going to have a longer time for the water to enter into the sea, it means that you have to create your retention ponds to be wider, be able to accommodate a sizable quantity of water, to minimize the extent of devastation.
But that years later, so little has changed. We remember the victims. We honor the heroes. But remembrance must lead to reform. Otherwise, we're just waiting for the next disaster.
Meanwhile, Greater Accra Regional Director of National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, Dennis Nate Ajano, says engineers who approved building permits and property owners who developed wetlands and Ramsar sites will face prosecution even after affected structures are demolished. He made the announcement at the launch of the No Do Flood Awareness campaign by NADMO, aimed at encouraging responsible environmental practices to help reduce flooding.
And those who are building on waterways, the first thing is your structure will be pulled down. And I think in the past we've been doing demolition of the structures without any prosecution. But now, when we pull down the structure, we'll prosecute you, the owner, as well. Then you can bring the one who sold the land to you on board. And also, if you have permits, then the engineer who authorized that permit would also be brought to book, because wetlands are not title lands. And before you go through the permit process, you must first of all have a title land before you may be approved, or your permit will be approved. So it means that if you have a permit and that place is not titled, then your permit is what? Illegal. So
that's NADMO's Greater Accra Regional Director speaking there, Dennis Nate Ajano. Majority Leader Mahama Yariga has stated emphatically that Speaker Alban Bagbin cannot overturn Parliament's decision to pass the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2025. His comments come after the Speaker appealed to Parliament to reconsider the controversial bill following concerns surrounding the process that led to its passage on Friday, May 29. Bagbin has indicated that he expected the House to commence consideration of the bill and was surprised to learn that all stages of the legislative process had been completed. But Majority Leader Mahama Yariga says that the legislation was approved in full compliance with parliamentary procedures and that no rules were breached during its passage. Speaking on Hot Edition on 3FM, a former MP and Lands Minister Inusa Fuseni says the call by the Speaker is a novelty and should be cautious with that precedence.
Well, again, that is a novelty. Because when a bill is read for the third time in Parliament and passed, Parliament becomes status official. So it's a novelty. I have not, during my stay in Parliament, I didn't come across an issue where the bill will be read the third time and passed and subjected to another reconsideration.
I see.
Because when a bill is read the third time and passed, Parliament becomes status official. They cannot consider the bill again. the bill leaves the jurisdiction of Parliament. What happened in Parliament and what will happen when the bill is transmitted to the President for assent? There are many options open to the President. If the President is of the view that certain provisions of the bill, he doesn't side with certain provisions of the bill, he can refer the bill to the Council of State for advice.
That was former MP and Lands Minister Inusa Fuseni. Now, the Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital in Kumasi has temporarily suspended the admission of new cases at its Accident and Emergency Center due to congestion at the health facility. A statement released by the hospital's public affairs unit indicated that the center was full and overflowing with waiting patients, compelling the hospital not to admit new emergency cases for the next 24 hours. Head of public affairs unit at CAF, Kwame Frimpong, emphasized that the A&E Center, which was originally designed as a 37-bed facility, currently has 61 patients on admission at its orange, yellow, and red critical wards, with 34 others waiting in queue to be tended to. The hospital has consequently urged the public to make use of its peripheral hospitals in the region until the situation at its A&E Center improves in the coming days. Government has announced plans to complete and operationalize more than 35 stalled health facilities across the country as part of efforts to strengthen healthcare delivery and advance universal health coverage. Speaking at the Ghana Health Service Senior Managers Meeting, the Health Minister Kwabena Minta Kando noted the government is mobilizing resources to ensure that unfinished health facilities are completed. Take a listen to him.
The state is looking for resources to continue and complete not less than 35 of the Agenda 1 health facilities. So that is what government is directly going to invest in. We have 3 tiers of strategies. One is government direct investment to finish and run. The second one is our partners in the sector, CHAG and others. If they also identify some, government is willing to give it out to them because they are non-profit organizations. So government is willing to sit around the table with those organizations so that they can continue, finish, and operationalize those facilities. Then the third tier is the pure private sector. If the private individual is also interested, based on the investment made by government in that particular facility, we also have an arrangement of MOU.
And just before we go, government plans to introduce a new rice import quota policy aimed at increasing demand for locally produced rice and strengthening Ghana's domestic rice value chain. Speaking at the West Africa Rice Investment Roundtable in Accra on Tuesday, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, said the new policy will tie rice import permits to support for local production. Ending the morning news on 3FM 92.7. For more stories and updates, please check out our website, 3news.com. My name is Christabel Success Trevor. Business is up next.
Accra gets busy on this frequency. 92.7 3FM.
morning and welcome to the business news on Sunrise. Coming up this morning, Consumer Protection Agency seeks legal action against Temu and 4 other online platforms over unregistered imports. Also in this bulletin, finance and tax analysts recommend diaspora bond to channel remittances into national development.
Most of these remittances don't even pass through the official banking system, and so the country is losing out on them.
And much later, Dr. Boachi Adam questions implementation of price floors for oil marketing companies.
I think that if we are dealing with a free entry, free market economy, you should be able to allow competition to make either price stable. It also improves creativity.
I am Christabel. Success Trevor will bring you details of our headlines and other stories. Please stay. Consumer Protection Agency, CPA, has recommended that its legal department institute legal action against 5 online delivery services operating in Ghana, including Temu, for distributing unregistered imported products. According to a press statement issued on June 2, 2026, the CPA revealed that these platforms are listing and delivering commercial goods that bypass mandatory certification and registration by the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, and the Ghana Standards Authority, GSA. The flagged items include medicines and health devices, which pose significant public health risks when unvetted. The enforcement action follows severe consumer safety incidents reported to the CPA, including a belly fat reducing cream that caused severe skin burns and an online purchase device that exploded while charging. Meanwhile, Temu has been fined $232 million for breaching EU rules on sale of illegal products. 6 days ago, Chinese online retailer was fined for not doing enough to stop the sale of illegal products. Away from that, finance and tax analyst Nelson Codjoe has proposed the issuance of a diaspora bond as an ideal financial instrument to effectively tap into remittance inflows for Ghana's national development. According to him, while remittances represent a massive untapped catalyst for economic stability and growth, channeling these funds through the formal banking system is crucial. Kwabeji's observation comes off the back of Bank of Ghana governor for calling for a major shift in how the nation utilizes its estimated 8 billion cedis in annual remittance inflows, urging stakeholders to move beyond household consumption and toward long-term capital investments.
These multi-billion-dollar diaspora inflows can be transformed into a dependable and sustainable source of national financing. However, achieving this economic milestone relies heavily on ensuring the funds are officially wired and processed through the formal banking system.
Most of these remittances don't even pass through the official banking system, and so the country is losing out on them. And so remittances can just be considered to be untapped catalysts that can actually support the economic development of a country.
Speaking at the Ghana-UK Investment Summit, Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Johnson Isiama, highlighted that while diaspora remittances serve as a critical source of foreign exchange, their full economic potential for enterprise financing, capital formation, and national development remains unharnessed.
Last year, remittance inflows got as high as nearly $8 billion. That was about half the entire amount we got from foreign direct investment last year. We decided to look at our diaspora differently. These are part of the investors we are looking for. It's not just a foreign investor, but the diaspora population.
Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana says it is stepping up efforts to reduce bad loans in the banking sector as it seeks to improve access to credit and support economic growth. According to the central bank, the non-performing loan ratio declined to 18.9% in 2025 from 21.8% a year earlier. Speaking at the Money Summit organized by the Business and Financial Times, second Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Matilda Asante-Asiedu, said measures are being implemented to bring the ratio down further to 15%. She said reducing bad loans remains critical to strengthening the banking sector's ability to lend to businesses, boosting private sector growth and supporting the broader economy.
Through our directive and collaboration with the banking sector, we expect that non-performing loans reduce to 15% by the end of this year and 10% by 2027. Now, all these interventions are to ensure a healthier banking system that then is able to channel more credit into the productive sectors of our economy, whether it's in agriculture, manufacturing, the enterprises that create jobs and impact. We're also deepening and mobilizing domestic capital, and our colleague from Fidelity spoke about that. For those of you who have followed the news, we're coordinating a financial sector-wide agenda to pool and structure long-term savings, which we already hold, by the way.
You just had the second Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Matilda Asante-Asiedu. A senior fellow at Africa Policy Lens, Dr. Eric Boakye-Yadom, has questioned the underlying rationale behind setting the price floors for oil marketing companies within Ghana's deregulated petroleum downstream market. In a recent audio commentary, the policy analyst argued that a truly free market economy should rely on healthy competition to naturally drive and stabilize consumer prices.
I don't know the key idea of the price floor that was set for the oil marketing companies. You know, in a free market economy where we want competition to drive price, I'm sure that if not price floors, oil marketing companies like Star probably will not increase the price up to about the 15 that we are seeing currently. So I don't really know why we went into the price floors. I think that if we are dealing with a free entry, free market economy, you should be able to allow competition to make either price stable, or it also improve creativity. That is there any other way? Instead of hiking prices, we can look at our cost management. But I'm talking to the oil marketing company, managing your cost effectively to reduce costs so that you can still make up rather than looking at increasing prices anytime global oil price go up.
That was a senior fellow at Africa Policy Lens, Dr. Eric Boakye-Yadom. Just before we head out, we'll take a look at how the cedi is faring against major trading currencies and how some of key commodities are also faring on the global market.
The interbank foreign exchange market, the dollar is selling at 11 cedis, 78 pesos. It gained 3 pesos. The British pound is selling at 15 cedis, 86 pesos. It gained 6 pesos. The euro is selling at 13 cedis, 66 pesos. It also gained 4 pesos. However, be guided that these figures could be higher at the Forex Bureau near you. The global commodities market, Brent crude is trading at $96.05 per barrel. Gold is trading at $4,483.37 per ounce, down by $1.61. Cocoa is trading at $4,108 per ton, up by $213.
You just heard an update from the Forex and commodities markets, and that'll be all for the business news on Sunrise. For more business stories, please check out our website, 3news.com. My name is Christabel Success Trevor, the rest of the Sunrise team. Don't go away.
Turn it up. 92.7.
Your finest tunes in sync with a soothing voice. 3 Lounge with AJ.
Are you tired of the same old routine? Need a break from the stress and chaos of everyday life? Well, step into the 3 Lounge, your world of absolute relaxation and great music with yours truly, AJ Akwako Sapon. Welcome to the best mid-morning show in the capital and beyond. This is 3 Lounge with yours truly, your radio princess, AJ Akwako Sapon.
Love it. I love it. It's great.
Kickstart your week with Monday motivation. Shake off the Tuesday blues and get ready for midweek mania. Take a trip down memory lane on Throwback Thursday and wrap up the week with Funky Friday with myself and Helen Apia Ampufo. Plus, enjoy exciting celebrity interviews, insightful conversation, engaging discussions on topics that matter, and there's a boatload of fun and easy activations that reward and appreciate you, our loyal listener.
If you are listening, we're manifesting money into your pocket this morning.
Don't miss out on the excitement. Tune in to 3 Lounge every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. with AJ Akwako Sapon only on 3FM 92.7.
It's my number one.
92.7 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
Sunrise, 3FM morning show, 3FM 92.7, 3FM your urban lifestyle radio, 3FM sunrise, 3FM morning show.
3FM Sunrise.
Sunrise on 3FM.
3FM Sunrise.
I wish the way I was living could stop serving rocks, knowing the cops is hot when I'm on the block, and I wish my brother would've made bail so I won't have to travel 6 hours to see him in jail, and I wish that my grandmother wasn't sick or that we would just come up on some stacks and hit a lick, and I wish my homies wouldn't have to suffer when the streets get the upper hand on us and we lose a brother, and I wish I could go deep in the zone and lift the spirits of the world with the words within the song, and I wish I could teach a soul to fly, take away the pain out your hands and help you hold them high, and I wish my homie Butch was still alive and on the day of his death we had never took that ride, and I wish that God could protect us from the wrong so that all the soldiers that was sent overseas come home, and we will never break, though they devastate. We shall motivate and we gotta pray, all we gotta spay. Instead of thinking about who gon' die today, the Lord is gon' help you feel better so you ain't gotta cry today. Sit at the light so long and then we gotta move straight forward cause we fight so strong. So when right go wrong, just say a little prayer, get your money, man, life goes on.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love, instead of hating so much when we see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shack in the lack that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You did. I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every Sally some commissary and a popo bring the heat on a piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again and pull the scoop for Burst and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at E2. I wish that we could walk the path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game.